Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we will be doing with chapter 8, that is natural vegetation part 2. Okay, so when you're writing your assignment, mention part 2. Okay, in the heading mention part 2. So today we will be dealing with the tropical deciduous forest, okay, which is also termed as monsoon forest. Okay, a monsoon forest, and this forest, okay, needs an annual rainfall ranging from 70 centimeter to 200 centimeter, okay, in order to nourish as well as for the forest to flourish in their natural setting. Okay, and the trees of these places, okay, shed their leaves 6 to 8 weeks in summer. Okay, but not all plants shed their leaf at one time. Shed their leaves means the falling down of leaves from trees. Okay, all plants do not shed their leaves at one time in these forests. Okay, they shed their leaves. Okay, some particular trees will shed their leaves, okay, 2-3 weeks prior to that, and after that another group of trees will start shedding its leaf. At the same time, the other trees will flourish, so it doesn't remain barren all throughout the year. Okay, this type of trees and this type of forest, okay, doesn't remain barren all throughout the year. Okay, and also these forests have trees which have broad branches. Okay, it doesn't stick close to one another, but instead the branches spread to a very large area. Okay, next, these we've already studied. Okay, in our tropical rainforest, trees were not used for commercial use because there were different varieties of trees grown all together in one go, right? But when we look into tropical deciduous forests, okay, these trees are used for commercial use, either for making firewood or for other purposes for fulfilling human needs. Okay, and because of the abundance of water, or maybe because of lack of water, okay, these tropical deciduous forests have been divided into two broad categories. Okay, that is, one is the moist deciduous forest. Okay, moist deciduous forest, will be looking into the features of the moist deciduous forest. So here in this moist deciduous forest, okay, they receive an annual rainfall of 200 centimeters to 100 centimeter all throughout the year annually. Okay, and it is located in areas of Western Ghats. Okay, you can see the areas which are marked with the red line. Okay, in areas such as Western Ghats. Okay, it is starting from the parts of Mumbai, okay, extending up to Kerala. Okay, and then we have Chhattisgarh, okay, near Kolkata. We have Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand. Okay, even northeast states are also included. States like Mizoram, Meghalaya, Assam, Sikkim. All these areas are included in the moist deciduous forest. Okay, and also almost reaching to the foothills of the Himalayan region, we will find the moist deciduous forest. Okay, so better be cautious about this kind of things because it will come in your map work as well. Okay, moving on, in these kind of areas, teak is widely available. Okay, teak is one of the prominent trees which is available in this moist deciduous forest, and also we will find various type of trees such as kher, okay, shisham, shal, bamboo, kusum, arjun, mulberry, and sandalwood in these kind of regions. Okay, next we have the dry deciduous forest. Okay, these forests are mostly dry. Okay, and it receives an annual rainfall of 100 centimeter to 70 centimeter. So we can say that this region, the rainfall has reduced to a very large amount. Okay, and so because of which they are termed as dry deciduous forests. Okay, and these forests are found in mostly the dark shaded yellow color portions, okay, such as Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, okay, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, and the Rainier Plateaus, okay, and the most commonly available trees in these areas are, we have the teak, okay, we have the peepal tree, okay, we have the peepal tree, and then we have the teak wood, okay, teak tree, and then we have neem plants which are grown in this dry deciduous forest. Okay, most of the forests are being cleared today, okay, for making houses or either for grazing in this kind of regions. Okay, next we have the thorn forest and scrubs. Okay, so you can just look at the setting of how this forest would look like. Okay, so it is found, okay, this type of forests are found mostly in the western parts of India, okay, western parts of India including Gujarat, okay, Gujarat, some parts, regions of you will find in some parts of Uttar Pradesh, okay, and this region receives less than 70 centimeters of rainfall. Okay, so we can see that in these areas rainfall is very light. Okay, and so because of this, these regions are considered as the thorn forests, okay, or known as the scrubs. Okay, and these are found in areas of Gujarat, okay, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, you can just see in your map all those red lining areas are this forest. Okay, we will find even in some regions of Chhattisgarh, Haryana as well, okay, and down south. Okay, so the main plants which are grown in these areas are cactus. As we all know, we will even find palm trees. Okay, we will even find palm trees, and we will find other euphorbias, okay, euphorbias, and we will find acacias. And these kind of forests, okay, consist of very low open forests, okay, which have a very thorny nature because they have prickling trees and plants. Okay, and most of the areas have bushes instead of trees. Okay, you will find mostly palm trees, and you will find small bushes lying here and there with cactus plants growing in it. Okay, and these cactus survive well in this region because these plants and trees, their roots go deep down under the soil, okay, in search of water, and because of which this kind of vegetation flourish in this region. Okay, and mostly trees present in these places, in this thorn forest, okay, are mostly thorn in nature because they have prickly thorns in it. Okay, with this we will move to the next, that is the temperate grassland. Okay, temperate grassland or forest. Okay, this is found mostly in areas which lies near the Alpine and Tundra vegetation. Okay, and okay, so these are tropical deciduous forests. Okay, these are also known as tropical deciduous forests. In high areas, okay, you will find huge number of trees and plants. Okay, but once you go higher and higher, there will be no vegetation. Okay, but in the low-lying areas you will find mostly grass instead of trees in this region. Okay, so in these areas you will find plants. Okay, you will find plants such as cedar. Okay, you will find plants such as cedar, and then you will find such as pine. Okay, you will find such as pine, and then you will find deodar and spruce plants in this region. Okay, so these areas occur in the southern slopes of the Himalayas. Okay, so this kind of forest we will be able to find in the southern part of Himalayas. Next, moving on, we will be dealing with the alpine and the tundra vegetation. Okay, so here in this area you will find the number of trees decline as it goes higher and higher. Okay, because most of the places, okay, are lying in the Himalayan regions, okay, and mostly in North India, okay, where most of the mountains are covered by snow all around the year, and we have less vegetation in this kind of area. Okay, and these forests are found above 3,600 meters above sea level. Okay, and trees and vegetations which are grown mostly in these areas are the beeches. Okay, you can just see in the picture you have beeches, you have junipers, number 2 is junipers, you have the pine tree and silver fir. These are the most common plants grown in this alpine and tundra vegetation. And trees are standing near the snow line. Okay, means the tree stops growing, okay, when they reach to a certain level. Okay, when they reach to a certain level, okay, and when it goes down, when they go down in the valleys, they will find mostly you will find mostly shrubs and scrubs, okay, which are in the form of grass. Okay, you will find only this kind of region. High up you will find plants such as pine, juniper, beeches and silver fir. Okay, but once you go down you will find only scrubs, you will find bits and pieces of grassland lying below. Okay, so these alpine grassland are mostly frequented. Okay, these alpine grassland areas, okay, these low-lying areas are mostly visited, or people live. Okay, the nomadic tribes, okay, the nomadic tribes of Bakarwal and Gujarat. Okay, what they do is that they will bring their cattle to these kind of regions, okay, in the low-lying areas, and they will leave their cattle for feeding. Okay, so these are the nomadic tribes which keeps on moving from one place to another. Okay, so they live in the Himalayan region, okay, and they are always frequented in bringing their cattle for grazing in this kind of region. Okay, as you know, as it goes higher and higher, okay, you will find only lichen and mosses. Okay, when we say mosses, those green things which are grown in the wall, okay, during monsoon season, this kind of mosses are only grown in the higher up altitudes. Okay, because no vegetation is able to survive the cold weather as well as the climate in this region. Okay, with this we will come to the end of today's class. Okay, so we will continue with conservation in our next class, so stay tuned. Thank you and have a nice day.